Oh my God, did Diallo just do that? Did Diallo just jump over Shaq and give it a mean elbow rock on the rim? Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! When I saw him ask around for who's the biggest guy in here, you always see things like that, right? Shaq lines up, and I said, is this man really going to jump over him? I thought he was going to push off. His hand grazed, but there was no push off. Diallo literally jumped over Shaq and gave a mean elbow hang. Oh my goodness! That was ridiculous. I can't believe it. You always think of the dunk competition as not entertaining. The big stars don't really do it, and I get that. If I can write the rules, I'm putting out Ben Simmons. I'm putting down all these guys that are legit and serious stars just to raise it up a little bit. This was kind of there's definitely been worse years. That monster dunk by Diallo made it what it was. Without that dunk, I'd sit back and go, I don't think there's ever going to be one like there was against Zach LaVine. I mean, that one was absolutely crazy. Him and Aaron Gordon, the way they went back and forth. I don't think there'll ever be one that matches that type of intensity, which kind of sucks because the dunk competition used to be this thing that everyone waited for. It was awesome. The noise that surrounds it was just unreal. And it's not like that anymore. It does have to do with the fact that bigger named guys aren't doing it, and the props and all that. I don't know. It doesn't have that type of feel. But with the dunk that Diallo put on display tonight, that made it rockin'. That made it worth it, and it was just unreal, absolutely unreal. He battled it out with Dennis Smith Jr., who was trying hard dunks, but after your third or fourth time and you don't get it, it's kind of eh. The judges gave him a benefit of the doubt and gave him a 50-point score just to keep it entertaining late in the competition, where he jumped over D. Wade on his fourth attempt and got all tens. You have one man jumping over Shaq, rocking and rolling with his elbow on the rim, and then 4 attempts later, Dennis Smith tries to jump over Dwayne Wade. It doesn't even compare. They did that just so Diallo needed a high score and had to put on a show, essentially. But Dennis Smith Jr. had a really nice one earlier to get into the final round with J. Cole sitting down and, high flying. Don't get me wrong. There was some value in some of these dunks, but it doesn't carry the same as it used to. It's crazy because the way the league's gone with the three-point shooting, that seems to be the more entertaining thing. Everyone wants to see who can rock the three-point contest, who's going to drill them down. And of all people, Joe Harris is the winner, who was elite tonight from the three-point line, may I add. You had Steph Curry out there who went on a miraculous run. Seth Curry, Buddy Hield, Damian Lillard. I thought there were too many guys shooting in the three-point contest. Maybe trimmed down by 2 people would have kept it more entertaining. I just a lot of guys. But it's crazy because it seems like the three-point contest is more entertaining to some fans than the dunk contest. I'll always love the dunk contest. It's not something I expect to be amazing anymore, which is sad, but it is what it is. You had guys like John Collins, for example, the whole, let me bring out the plane and do this, and then he ends up breaking the plane on the dunk, and he was pissed off with the score he got on the first one, where all he did was grab the end of the backboard. Oh, you guys like John Collins. And that's the kind of stuff that makes it like, really, dude? Really? See, someone like Miles Bridges who attempted an insanely difficult dunk and just missed it 3 times in a row. You go big or you go home, right? He's standing at the free throw line, banks it off of the backboard and tries to bring it through his legs, and he was this close. I mean, the ball rattled around the rim on one of his attempts. So you got to go big or go home. You can't go in there, be soft. You just have to go all out, and that's why I at least respect it. You go out like that rather than just a average dunk. It's hard to be creative, though. You have to have a good mix of being creative and the props and actually executing. You have to have a good mix between the three, and what Diallo did was unbelievable. To finish it off, he only needed 43 points, so he had Quavo hold the ball over his head, and he just slammed it and brought the house down. I won't forget the the Shaq dunk, though. That's one I will literally not forget. I'll sit back every dunk competition and say, remember when Diallo did what he did to Shaq? That's the effect that this one had tonight, and it was really insane. In regards to the first skills competition that Jason Tatum won, it's fun to see the guys go out there and pass the ball, dribble, layup three. It's cool. It's just to get my feet wet for the real action kind of thing. It is what it is. I don't sit there and get hype over people making the nice pass. When Jason Tatum hit the half-court shot to beat Trae Young, I was like, whoa, but nothing to really get me hyped for. Some people love it. Some people hate it, and some people are just kind of in the middle. I find it entertaining. I mean, these guys are just great athletes, and they have a weekend to put on a show for everyone. It's entertaining. I sit there and I enjoy it. I enjoyed it more than I expected to. I'll say that. I was supposed to be flipping between the Tennessee and the Kentucky game. I ended up being more glued to the skills competition than I thought, although Kentucky kind of blew it out of the water there at some points. It was the 20-point game and all, so maybe that played a factor. I was satisfied, though. I'll give it I'm satisfied, for sure, because of that one dunk. You take that one dunk away, and maybe it changes the whole entire thing for me, but you can't. You can't, because what Diallo did, having the Superman chest out, going over Shaq, and I can't get over the fact of the mean mug with the elbow hanging on the rim. You just don't see that. You just don't see guys jumping over Shaq. And when you look at Dennis Smith Jr., the way that they explained it on the broadcast, and it is true, like when you're a little guy and you're in a dunk competition, you would think it's harder, but it's because their level that they have to jump is just so much higher. Their vertical is just so much more explosive. It's crazy how much just freakish it is. Like when you saw Dennis Smith Jr. do the J. Cole one, and whoa, it looks like he's literally flying. So they have the advantage when it comes to looking at it with their eyeballs for the first time as the judges judge their score. But not enough. Not enough. I'm ready for tomorrow. I'll be honest with you. I'm ready for tomorrow. I think the All-Star game is going to be fun. I'm actually looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a good time. You have Joel Embiid and Russell Westbrook going at it with the media. Russell Westbrook was asked, how are you going to work with Joel Embiid? And he just answers with next question, as if it don't even matter, dude. Next question, I don't care. I don't have time for Embiid. Embiid, when he gets asked, he kind of chuckles along a little bit. He goes, listen, when I'm on the court, I don't like anybody. But if he's on my team in an all-star game, I'm just going to play with him. He's my teammate. We're going to go out there and compete, and it is what it is. That's the right answer. He handled it a little bit more maturely. I like the fact that there's still dogs out there. Like, not many people would do that. See, not many people keep their, I wouldn't say hatred, but their dislike for each other past the court. And it seems like these two are, but isn't that what it used to always be like? Would Larry Bird and Magic Johnson just be boys during the hatred of the rivalry? No, they wouldn't, and that's what made it great. That's what made it absolutely phenomenal to watch. And you get that with Joel Embiid and Russell Westbrook pretty much with the media this afternoon, I guess you would say, or I don't know if that was actually in the nighttime or this morning. I don't know when the questions were asked. But all around, it's been an exciting Rising Stars game as Ben Simmons had a nice game. Although the World team ended up losing, he carried the squad and had a very explosive night. I couldn't imagine having the mindset of playing in that game when you realize you're actually in the real NBA All-Star game. It's kind of laughable to him going out there, I'm sure. And this one, I was entertained. Like I said, I'll give it a satisfaction. I definitely wasn't upset with it. The takeaway of the day was, wow, wow, wow. Someone actually dunked over Shaquille O'Neal, and it was explosive as hell. Like, you just don't see that. And then I'm looking forward to tomorrow. So let me know your thoughts down below on some of these dunk attempts. What do you think about the Shaq dunk? What do you think about John Collins' attempts, Dennis Smith Jr., or the three-point competition? Did you think it was entertaining? How did you think about the display today? The first skills competition one where you passed, layup three, any of it. Let me know your thoughts and what you thought about it and the winners and just how the whole event went down, because I found it entertaining. I did. It wasn't to the point where I said this is garbage. Let's just give it that, because I tuned in for the whole time. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm excited to watch Joel Embiid be a monster tomorrow in the All-Star game. Maybe even All-Star MVP. Can you imagine if Ben Simmons got it? Could you imagine if Ben Simmons drains a three? There were videos of him and LeBron James just trading off threes, warming up. Oh, you can just drain them now, Ben, huh? Could you imagine if that happened in the All-Star game? I'm excited for it, though. It's going to be fun. I will see you guys after that game. We will obviously discuss it. I'm going to watch it in its entirety. Hopefully the defense picks up in the fourth. I'll see you guys tomorrow.